Everybody, we've got 4 Strike Kings and a Wiggle Wart that we're going to be putting the Nevada Craw pattern on it, matched from a live crawfish picture that was sent to me from the great state of Nevada. So, sound like a cool pattern. Come join me. We're going to spray some paint. All right, we've got our Wiggle Wart body here. We're also going to be doing 3 other Strike King 3XDs in the Nevada Craw, but we will just show you this. We're going to start with a base coat, and this base coat is going to be a bone color to start off, and we will just base coat the entire lure in that. So it's just a white, Createx white with a transparent, couple drops of transparent yellow and a couple drops of a transparent sand color. So I'm getting very low on. So I got that taped up on the body here a little bit. So again, just a light base. Been a while since we've done any painting. This weather's still warm. Kind of got away from it, got busy with all the sports and athletics going on. So we're squeezing in a few custom orders that I am backed up on. This one is going out to a guy here in Oklahoma. I won't say where he likes to fish some of these custom patterns, but he's done pretty well. So I won't bore you with all these other patterns here, but let me make sure I'm 1 Strike King, Zoppy Lurker top. Anyway, we'll cut some of this out so we don't bore you and get right to the second color here. So. All right, for the second color, we're going to lay down. We're going to do a little bit of shading on these plates, but not real far up. We're just going to get a little thick band right here around our little stencil we've cut. See how this is lifting? It's because we're losing some of our stickum. Okay, I'm running a little bit too high pressure. So, but we've got our outline, and that's a green pumpkin. It's and this will be our green. We're just going to mist those shells with that same color, just to kind of give it a little bit of that olive color or green pumpkin. And now we're going to do our orange splatter, which we've got a reduced pressure. We'll start around 10, see where we're at. Get that damn lid off there. So working pressure, we're right at 10 on mine. And then before our tape completely falls off, having trouble with this front of this one. we've got to get our black that we'll go in and try to do a little bit of a fine line of detail. We'll come up to around 20 psi where we can do some fine lines that will stay just around our contours of our masking here, and make sure we leave a lot of that dark green or that sepia color, and we'll kind of extend those. And I like the randomness of those lines that extend up. Oh, mainly spraying paint on the mask. Oh, it don't matter at the top. And now we're just gonna come through and connect those on the top. And I always do a little bit of that random stuff toward the top. And give those shells a little definition. So next up, we're going to remove our stencil. And that leaves us the cool little zombie crawl pattern. And I'm going to have some new stencils. These are not very sticky anymore. So next up, we're going to change up some airbrushes so that we got some different colors. And we're going to do the infectious belly region. So hang tight. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing here, but I'm just adding, I call it the infectious belly. Just some squiggly lines. We're just basically shaking the airbrush, adding some random lines to the belly. And just to give you a look at that. Now, this belly, we'll come back to our original wiggle wart here. This particular customer has changed things up, wants red eyes in this, which we will obviously do. And then, let's see, he also wants a faint orange stripe on the front third of the belly. So we'll use our orange that we did our splatter with. And hope that that's faint enough. I'll give you another look at it. The other thing that goes on this belly is a little black splatter, so gonna have a little orange, just a little touch. I don't know if you can see that. A little black splatter. And I won't do much, but again, it just gives it a little randomness. because our old crawdads, they got little black dots on them. Go ahead and add some to this one I showed you earlier. Just a few little black dots on that belly. So the next thing up, obviously these 3XDs will just have red stick-on eyes, but probably go ahead and show you how I'm going to paint the red eyes on this one. And I don't like the randomness of that. Let's get our... I want to make those squiggly lines on the head just a little less faint. We'll turn our pressure up to 20 and just kill a little bit of it. And so the next thing up is we're going to spray a little white so that we can get a real true red. Since he wants the red eyes, we'll spray a little white, and we will do that through our hole sizer. Let's see if you can see that. I got it kind of standing straight up. So warts have fairly large eyes, so we're gonna, and that white doesn't have to be really dark. We're just giving our red a great base to show through rather than try to layer it over the colors below it. So now we'll just come back, match up our white. Lift it a little so that no white is shown around the edges. Now all that's left, whoa, about knocked the wart off. Left to do is I'm going to put the little pupil in the center. I usually, always, 90% of the time, use a nail. Just a little drop of black paint in a cup. And we touch center. And that, guys, is our zombie Nevada Craw. If you liked the video, please remember to smash that thumbs up. That always helps us with our YouTube. Leave comments if you didn't. Tell me what you do like about it. Tell me if you think this matches some of the crawdads that you see, those green pumpkins with a little bit of orange in their shells. If I had that live picture from years ago, you could see that we tried to really dial in the colors that we seen in that particular live crawl. So anyway, until next week, if we're able to paint, Green Country Custom Baits.